Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome to some more Battlefield 4. Now, today we're going to look at the best and the worst maps possibly ever dreamt and designed by some dude on the battlefield. Now, to me personally, I think this is one of the worst maps when it comes to any kind of design. Why? Because it just does not work. It's just that simple. It's too small. You have two AAs on each side. You have jets. You have attack helicopters. You have boats. You have little birds. Tanks. Fuck me, you have everything on this map. I was trying to think for a second there. Is there anything you don't have on this map? I think you've got them all. I mean, there's BTRs, there's labs, there's everything else. The one thing that you don't have is room. Now, how the hell... Oh, there's the transport taxi just landing there. Oh, man, come on, man. You could do better than that. I know the choppers are not what they used to be, but still. You could have just spawned on me. I usually... the reason I don't play in a team, I mean, I do play in a team now, but usually the reason I quit is because I don't want somebody to spawn on me while I'm fixing my little bird from the side passenger or whatever. So that's one of the reasons I never join as a squad. Unless I play with somebody that I know of, then yeah, that's fair enough. But other than that, I really don't join him that many times because it's happened a few times and it's not usually, it doesn't go well for me. There we go, that's a chopper that's been, either he's been shot out or he just landed and bailed. Well, that's good enough for me. I'll go ahead and try and steal that. Even though I was really hoping for the little bird. Unfortunately, with China and Russia, and both of them have Z11s, unfortunately. So that will just have to do for me. At least they don't have a little bird to attack us with. And my own little bird, now I could just leave it down there, but I'd rather put a couple of shots into it. Make sure to despawn. Make sure he explodes and respawns back at the camp so people can just go ahead and take it and give me a little bit more air support. Now, you always need a bit of air support in Battlefield 4. So to me personally, this has to be... How is that dude not dead? This has to be one of the worst maps when it comes to playing Battlefield, just because it just never works. I mean, there's always something shooting at you. Luckily for me, the AA is busy with the choppers, and I don't really have to, not with the choppers, should I say, with the jets, and I don't really have to get away from it all the time, even though you do, because he can lock you at 500 meters. I really think one of the patches that they'll have to do is if they can limit that down to about 300 meters, like you would with your Stingers or Iglas. I think Stingers are 300 meters. 300 meters is not that big of an issue because you can still sort of stay away from it a little bit. I mean, you'll see throughout the match, I don't really go anywhere else apart from sticking around this building because it gives me plenty of cover. And in case the AA shoots at me, in case some jets come at me, and they do try and come at you, trying to shoot you down, and it's a little bit too late for them to pull up. And I did get rammed one time this match, and yeah, I kind of hate that, but oh well. What can you do about it? So the question of the day is, what do you think is the best map, and what do you think is the worst map? For me personally, I think the Lankan Dam must be one of the worst possible maps designed for anything. Nothing works on this map. And I think one of the best maps is one of the bigger maps. I think it's between Parcel Storm, even though Parcel Storm is pretty decent, it's a pretty big map, there's plenty of room, there's boats, there's a bit of everything for everybody. But also Golmud Railway, I think that's a big map as well, and that kind of works. But apart from that, I mean, we all know the rush maps are not really what they should be. But I think those are the maps. And I think the other map, I mean, that's for infantry. For air, it doesn't really work. It's the rogue transmission. I like the layout of that map as well. I think that map's pretty cool. But the one thing that they should have done to it, they should have removed the jets. I think instead of just having the one helicopter that spawns in the middle, you should have had a helicopter and a little bird on each team and removed the jets. Therefore giving you plenty of room to maneuver the jets, the choppers around, and therefore giving you plenty of room to have all those guys that like to fly, to have a heli and a little bird. It's just, I think that would have been the sensible option anyway. So now that we know that the DLC will be coming out at some point later on in the month, there is all sorts of videos that have been surfaced on the internet with the internal testing. Some dude got invited and they leaked it out on the internet. Not cool, bro. Not cool. If you get invited to test something, try not to leak it on the internet because that means you'll never get asked again. yeah, that's the way it goes. The DLC is looking pretty cool. I mean, the only thing that really interests me in the DLC is the little robot. If you remember back in Medal of Honor, you used to have that. I can't remember what it's called now. But that's going to be in the new DLC, and also the riot shield. That interests me quite a little bit. There's a few possibilities with that. Well, a few more than a few, a bit more than a few possibilities, should I say? There's plenty of room to have a bit of fun with that shield, and I think that's going to bring a bit of fun back into the battlefield for a while. But apart from that, there isn't really that many things and that many games coming out. Actually, there is a few in towards the end of May and towards the end of June. I mean, you got Plants vs. Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare 2. I'm really looking forward to that game because I've been playing the Plants vs. Zombies 1, which you can obviously get free on Origin. So all you have to do is log into your Origin account and get it. It's free. It is pretty silly, but it gets really addictive. I finished it. It's pretty fun. You've got Watch Dogs coming out at the end of May. Oh, shit, 27th. I don't know what just happened there. I think a bit of lag. You also have Sniper Elite 3 coming out at the end of June as well. So there is a few games that are coming out to keep us going until something a little bit more interesting or something a little bit more exciting is coming up. I mean, I hope the Battlefield 4 DLC, I mean, this is purely speculation, but I really do hope it's going to come out towards the end of May. Why do I say I want it to come out towards the end of May? It's just to keep the game alive and to keep it going. None of the maps, none of the DLCs. I mean, the latest DLC, it's okay personally for me. I think it's one of the best out of the 3 that have already come out. I think they really need to get something back into the game. I want to see how this internal testing goes on. I want to see if they do anything to the game, if they fix it a little bit more so people get back into the game and just keep the game alive, because you're only going to have one more DLC, which is not really going to get you far, and I think everybody's going to start moving away from Battlefield coming towards the end of the year. Obviously E3's around the corner. We'll definitely see some games that are coming out. We'll see some trailers. We'll see some new games coming out. But I think in order to keep this going, they really need to get some DLCs down and to get it polished a little bit more, and bring the Levolution back. Bring, you know, if you're going to do something, do it right, do it properly. So I really hope that testing thing works out for them. I've provided my own feedback. I'm going to link him to that video I did a couple of days ago when I'm going to give them access to the community. Basically, all you guys have told your 2 cents and said, okay, this doesn't work, this needs changing, that needs changing. So there's hundreds and hundreds of comments in there for them to have a look at, and no doubt some comments will be, yeah, that doesn't work, but at least you'll have a good amount of comments in there telling you what's the problem with the game, how stuff works, what doesn't work, and why. I mean, I personally, I put a couple of links down. I recorded some videos on private servers. I just posted them, the unlisted videos, so they can actually see what the problems I mentioned. It's easier for you to see a problem instead of just somebody explaining it to you. So always doing a video, it's a lot easier for them and guys to look at it and just hopefully get it sorted. But that's pretty much it for me today. Not much else we can say. It is pretty hard to stay alive in this map, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to post a little bit of this map. Don't forget to let me know which one you think is one of the best maps. And we all know Conquest, because Rush, none of them are really good for Rush. But in your opinion, what is the best and what is the worst map? And also tell me why you think is the best and why is the worst. And that's pretty much it for me. I was going to carry on going for another 30 tickets, but I got disconnected. Why? I don't know. I just got disconnected. I end up finishing 18-1. Not bad considering this map is pretty hard to keep anything alive in this map. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys with some Bandit School pretty soon. Out.